Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisupporte njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla.
Njengoba sazi sonke ukuthi i-ad hoc committee i-witness yayo yokuqala noma umuntu oqala ofuneka vele phambi kwayo uLieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, kanti ne-commission iMadlanga Commission of Inquiry nayo umuntu oqala okufuneka vele witness yabo yokuqala uGeneral Mkhwanazi. So ngeviki eliphelile basibekelile ukuthi uGeneral Mkhwanazi uthe uzozabe available nge-24 zika September. So ngaleso sizathu ngoba angeke akwazi ukuvela phambi kwe-ad hoc committee ngoba ubusy nokuhlelela ukuya kwi-Commission of Inquiry. Ilapha vele khona uCIC Julius Malema wathi no, uMkhwanazi must be subpoenaed, ngeke bezwe ngomkhwanazi. Banawo ke lawo mandla, banawo ngempela lawo mandla. Nanamuhla futhi baphinde bakhuluma into efanayo ukuthi uMkhwanazi uthena akekho ngoba phela iyaqala ngolesithathu sizayo i-Judiciary Commission of Inquiry. Kanti ad hoc committee beyifisa ukuthi uMkhwanazi afike kuyoqala ukuze bezokwazi ukudlula phambili. Ukhulume kanje uCIC mayikhuluma eParliament.
I don't understand why would someone say the commission has already subpoenaed General Mkhwanazi, therefore we can't subpoena, we must not subpoena because it's undesirable, but it's desirable for other people to subpoena. It's irrational, it's unreasonable. So the reality is that, and I'm doing this deliberately because I know you are scared for Mkhwanazi to come and appear before that committee. And if it was of your own making, Mkhwanazi was not going to appear before that committee. So you are playing with the public. You established a committee, creating an impression that you are doing something when you are doing nothing. You are busy over nothing. So the reality of the situation is that you don't want Mkhwanazi. And even when that time comes, you are going to start other excuses. There is nothing that stops Mkhwanazi from coming to us. You have now created an impression that this commission is bigger than us. And we as parliament must be going to the commission. The commission people never say, let's go to parliament to hear what that parliament is saying. But because you are scared, you feel so inferior, you don't know what you are doing. You want to be checking with the commission because you can't stand on your own. So we maintain that Mkhwanazi must be subpoenaed. And a person who doesn't appear before your committee won't say to you, I want to appear before your committee, hey, and I'm defying. Where have you ever had that? They are going to give you all manner of reasons. And one of the reasons is the reason we're given. No, I'm busy with these other people. A person postpones you without a date of a commission. And I agree to appear to a commission which does not have a date. It only announced the date a few days ago. And you accept that as being reasonable. And you accept that as not something that you can subpoena on. I know you don't want to subpoena because you don't want General Mkhwanazi to appear before the committee. When I spoke in this committee last week, they were saying, yeah, why is he attacking Mkhwanazi? He's hiding something. I'm not hiding something. That's why I'm saying Mkhwanazi come. Even if he comes tomorrow, we want him to come. The South Africans must decide whether they want Mkhwanazi to come before the committee or not. It can't be when we're trying to get Mkhwanazi as soon as possible to appear before this committee. It means we're hiding something. That is the highest form of stupidity, Chair. Will be bound by the decision of the majority.
Thank you so much.
I-majority iphikisene nokuthi kuthathwe isinqumo sokuthi akasaphinwe noma akaphoqwe uGeneral Mkhwanazi ukuthi afike eParliament. Kodwa nje engingakusho mina uma ngilalela yonke lento ekhulunywa ngifikela ngirealize khona ukuthi uMkhwanazi wenza ngamabomu ukuthi ayoqala kwi-commission. uMkhwanazi ukwenza ngamabomu ubengasenza isikhathi uMkhwanazi avele kwiParliament iqala. Kodwa wenza ngamabomu ngoba noma yena accounta kwiParliament kodwa akasalethembi iParliament. ngizosisa isizathu ukuthi kungani. Ngomhla ka5 wafike yonke lento ayichaza ngepress conference noma ku-press conference afike wanaba, kodwa ngomhla ka5 wafike ku-March 2025 wafika uGeneral Mkhwanazi wakhuluma ngayo yonke into ababhekana nayo lapha emaphoyiseni, futhi wayichaza ukuthi isukaphi yonke lento le. Iphalamende langenza lutho. Yingakho simbona ngathi uhudula inyawo. Njengoba kuyiphambene imbono, uDr Mbuyiseni Ndlozi uphawule kanje yena. Fact, uGeneral Mkhwanazi wabrief iParliament ngoMarch about all the major issues that he later raised in his now well-publicized press conference. Parliament, the very one that calls itself ad hoc committee, did nothing. Yes, nothing. It's curious how Parliament is not investigating itself as to why it did nothing about such an explosive information regarding our criminal justice system. Now they take platform, true to their hypocrisy, and act like they care. No, they don't care. We know this because they had since March to do something. They did nothing. They must not irritate us here with belated pompous grandiosity. They can wait. They must wait. They will wait. Qinisile kuDr Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. I-ad hoc committee izolinda uGeneral Mkhwanazi aqede kwiMadlanga Commission ngaphambi kuba eze kuyo. Futhi okunye kwesibili akanqabanga yena ukuza phambi kwe-ad hoc committee. Kodwa uthe ubusy portfolio ne Judicial Commission of Inquiry. Uzovela kuyoqala. Njengoba ngisho mina ukuthi ngokubuka kwami uGeneral Mkhwanazi wenza ngamabomu, ngoba waye eParliament ngoMarch wafika waziveza zonke lezi zinto. Sayikhava leyo nto leyo, sakhuluma ngayo, kodwa iParliament langenza lutho. Seyikhulunyiwe lo information, kwayinto nje phelele emoyeni. Wazena wathatha ixathu lesibili lokuyobonana nabezindaba. Uqinisile uDr Mbuyiseni Ndlozi ukuthi same Parliament manje seyifuna ukwenza sengathi kunomsebenzi abafuna ukwenza. I-Newsroom Africa bekhuluma noSinawo Thambo embuza mayelana nesinqumo sabo kungani bebefuna ukusapina uGeneral Mkhwanazi. Yena enkulumeni yakhe uphendule kanje.
And this is going to be quite the discussion, and just the tight timeframes, of course, come to mind here when you consider that this is an ad hoc committee that essentially has up until the 31st of October to conclude its work. Now, suspensions of its work until General Mkhwanazi is done giving evidence to the commission. What is the EFF's position on this?
I think it's an undermining of the legislature. So there are two separate arms of the state which are conducting investigations into this matter, not counting the Chapter 9 institution, which is the public protector, which I think also reportedly got a report. But the legislature is tasked to investigate the claims made into the capture of law enforcement agencies, which were brought to the fore by Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, and the executive, through the president, established a commission of inquiry as well. Now, the time frames become tight, and I listened to what the chair of that board ad hoc committee said, that we can't expect the Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi to be at two places in once. No one would have expected this. The work of the ad hoc committee began on the 1st of September, and the Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi at that time could have availed himself and was requested to avail himself between the 10th as well up until now, and was unable to do so due to a commitment to the Commission of Inquiry. A Commission of Inquiry which for a large part of this month, we were not sure when it was going to sit because it was postponed indefinitely. So the situation of him having to split himself into two does not arise. It's just simply a juniorizing of the ad hoc committee which is established by Parliament, making it a secondary platform where there's even claims that it will be given affidavits which are already submitted to the Commission of Inquiry, rendering the ad hoc committee as subordinate to whatever the executive has established. And that is what we are opposing as the EFF. And the EFF has therefore called for Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi to be subpoenaed This unfortunately did not gain traction in the ad hoc committee, and we've been made to understand that the ad hoc committee then will wait for him to conclude his contributions there, because it is essential that he begins his testimony. Rather that the ad hoc committee begins testimony with him and does not come back to him in retrospect, otherwise it defeats the purpose.
Ngoba-ke umuzwa uSinawo Thambo ebeka ukuthi ngokubuka kwabo babuka sengathi iya-undermine i-ad hoc committee. Kuba sengathi i-ad hoc committee ingaphansi kwe-Madlanga Commission, kanti akunjalo. So nalento esho uChairperson ukuthi cha uMkhwanazi ngeke akwazi ukusihlukanisa kabili. Njengoba ngisho mina ukuthi uma ngilalela futhi ngibheka isimo ngendlela esingakhona, wenze ngamabomu uMkhwanazi. Uma baqala ukukhuluma naye ngomhla ka-1 wangaphendula wayesethi ubhizi ne-commission, yingoba wakhuluma eParliament kwangenzeka lutho. So uyazi vele amathuba othi namanje afike ethule izethulo zakhe kungenzeki lutho maningi. Ukuba iParliament lalizimisele ukwenza okuthize kwakufuneka lilandele lo daba ngaso leso sikhathi, kodwa zange likwenze lokho. Mhlambe nale press briefing ayenza izange bebikho. Singakhohlwa phela ukuthi kubantu abanye ababala wathi kukhona laba abantu abacontrola i-drug syndicate, wabala ukuthi ama-politicians who-are serving in the National Assembly ezisikhuluma, ama-politicians, i-judiciary, amaphoyisa, senior official kumaphoyisa, i-prosecution. So mawubala lapho, so uMkhwanazi uyazi ukuthi kukhona ama-members eParliament a-captured. Yingakho mina ngisola ukuthi wenza ngamabomu uMkhwanazi afuna ukuyoqala le, ngoba uyazi ukuthi ayikho into abazomsiza ngayo. Ngoba labantu baziwa nguye laba athi ba-captured, baziwa nguye. No-David Sikhosana we-MK Party naye bebembizile, yena-ke uphawule kanje.
You know, it's very unfortunate that we had all the chance when General Mkhwanazi came to Parliament in March. We could have a moral high ground. We couldn't find ourselves in this cocodrum. But because we were slick a bit, and indeed I think our team as well let us down. You know, as you know that before the start of this Madlanga Commission, this judicial commission, we could have started before. I mean, they've delayed as well. We delayed even worse. And hence we are finding ourselves in this scenario which we are finding ourselves. And I think we've let the country down as far as I'm concerned, that we could have done things better. Now, you can't blame General Mkhwanazi. General Mkhwanazi came and told the whole world what is happening in South Africa, both in the South African Police Service, in the judiciary. What more can we ask for? He never refused to come to the ad hoc committee. The only problem which he has, he can't, split himself. The public protector as well, he gave him deadlines by today. The Madlanga commission, the evidence readers, you even had evidence readers saying, you know what, inverted commas, this is a waste of time. Those, whatever they find is not binding. Now we are held at ransom by the Madlanga Judicial Commission, in our view.
Esiphuze libalekile la uSikhosana ukuthi ibona abazigxobe ngetshe ngaphambili, ngoba uMkhwanazi wafika wakhuluma nabo ngoMarch, and kuhle ngoba yena uhlala kuyi-Portfolio Committee on Police, ungomunye wabantu abakwi-Portfolio Committee on Police abangenza lutho. Bakade kusho uDr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Okwesibili, ekuthenini kungani bengazange bayisupport into adisho i-EFF ukuthi akasaphine uGeneral Mkhwanazi ukuthi akavele kwi-commission ngomsombuluko ngomhla ka-15. Uyakuveza ukuthi uGeneral Mkhwanazi akanqabanga ukuza kwi-commission, azanganqabe, kodwa into ayenzile nayishilo uthe usebhizi commission uzothi angaqeda bese yavela kwi-ad hoc committee. So umuntu ofuneka kuthiwa uyasaphinwa ilo kuthiwa unqabile, manje yena kanqabanga, yingakho bona bengayisupportanga indaba yokuthi kuthiwa akasaphinwa. Kunezinto ezinye azishoyo, ngicela ukucaphunela yena.
There's no one, I guess, in this country, who's sober, who will blame Mkhwanazi to say why Mkhwanazi is not coming to our committee. We should blame ourselves to say, when we had all the time in the world to have Mkhwanazi appearing before us. Hence, I'm saying to you, now Madlanga, the commission has taken Mkhwanazi 4 days now, but as you know, he's the most important witness for him to break the ice. Because if you start with other witnesses, you're going to have a problem, I can tell you now. Now, if he's the one, because he's the one who break the news, and for free, I want to repeat that. You have that national dialogue, which I said it here, which costs us 400+ million to ask whether we have water in this country, or why we don't have water, But I'm saying to you, we have to be sober. And how do you subpoena somebody who has not refused to come to the commission? It doesn't make sense.
Ucaphuna ngicabanga ingxenye yokugcina engifisa ukuyicaphuna. Kunento ayishoyo futhi lapha engifisa uyizwe emveni kwalapho bese siyayivala ivideo. Kodwa wena ngiyawudinga ukuzwa umbono wakho la ku comment section. Ngiyadinga ukuzwa ukuthi wena ubona kanjani. Kodwa mina ngithi uMkhwanazi wenze ngamabomu. Ubengasenza isikhathi sokuthi avele kwi-commission ngoba ngenkathi ayekhuluma wakhuluma njengomuntu onabo ubufakazi. So akusuho umuntu ekuzothi usaqala phansi cha ubufakazi wakhuluma yena njengomuntu onabo. Kukhona futhi obunye abshare. Sibonile ukuboshwa kwabantu. Sababona bevela oBrown Mogotsi, bavela oMalcolm X no General Libya beconfirm into esho uMkhwanazi. So lokho nje kukhombisa ukuthi wayenabo ubufakazi ngento ayikhuluma ngayo. So wenza nje ngamabomu ufuna uyoqala kwi-commission. Kodwa i-commission isazisa indaba ezingemnandi. Yathi yona azimnandi kithi njengami nje. Yathi yona noma imapha ama-findings abazowathola, they are not binding. Bona into abazoyenza ama-recommendations bese bawanikeza upresident wethu. Lona ongeke azenze lutho, ngicela uzwe la.
As I said earlier, we've dropped the ball. We've dropped the ball. Literally, we've dropped the ball. We are finding ourselves in this conundrum because of our own making. Now, Mkhwanazi is going to appear before the commission, which has no binding powers at all. It's just like a stock fell.
It makes recommendations to the president.
And then what? How many recommendations have been sent to the president? We've spent over R1 billion. Zondo sent those recommendations to the president. What happened? Those people are sitting in the executive. They are cabinet ministers. Now, I'm saying to you, South Africans have so much faith in what General Mkhwanazi has told this country. And he substantiated some evidence to say, I've got evidence. And I can tell you, this thing is going to open a can of worms. We can't wait for Mkhwanazi to come and tell the whole world what is happening with South African Police Service. Your drug trafficking, your political killing. And let me remind you, we had that a task team which was headed by the Premier of Gauteng, David Makhura. What happened to that? Before we were given the findings, it evaporated into a thin air. And what's going to happen? If this report from Madlanga is going to the president, forget it. Forget it. It ends there. You know the issue of Bheki, I'm told he has not responded as yet. I hope you will respond. But the most important issue, as you said, as you asked me, that it's unfortunate that this thing is going to start with the commission instead of starting with us. But in the same vein, We had a former Chief Justice Ngobo. He said the president had a prima facie evidence. He has to answer. That report was taken to where? To Parliament. What happened to Parliament? The ruling party voted against it. Now, when I'm talking about numbers, I'm talking about numbers because I know exactly what happened before. This is not the first time that we're going to, the matter is going to come before Parliament. It's all about numbers. And you have GNU, you must not forget that. But because of this relationship, which is, I don't know whether it's a, it's a solid relationship between the DA and the African National Congress. If today you ask the DA whether they can say, let's hold the president accountable to Phala, they will refuse because they sit in the executive. If you say to them, let's open up the CR17 bench, they'll refuse. Now, if this matter comes to Parliament as well, we should not behave as if, when it comes to Parliament, it will depend on the relationship at that time, because they've got numbers.
Okay, let me, because I want to consolidate these thoughts that you're putting together, because what I hear and consolidate is you're saying you have no confidence that the allegations that we heard from Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi in July are going to see any sort of real accountability at the end of the commission's process, as well as that of the ad hoc committee, considering the numbers that the GNU holds in Parliament. So is it your position that we're going to go through all of these processes for nil at the end of it?
Remember, we rejected the commission in Parliament, that we must have a commission. We rejected as Umkhonto as a party. We were very clear about that, because we knew that whatever happens, it won't be binding. Now, the good thing about what is happening now is that General Mkhwanazi, because those files were taken back to KwaZulu-Natal, and already is within the police, and the police have started their job. They'll arrest people. Whilst we are busy talking about all these things in the ad hoc committee, or the job has been done as we speak here. The good thing is that those files are no longer at the head office.
Yeah.
You know, they are within the political task team. They are doing their job as we speak. And as we have seen, I think 2 members already, though we are told that they were already arrested. But the job is already, already started.
Yeah,
that's the good thing about what is happening now.
Bona i-ad hoc committee inayo advantage ngoba iyakwazi ukuphusha ukuthi ama-recommendations abazobe bewathathile emveni kokuthola bonke ubufakazi kube khona iy'nyathelo ey'thathwayo. Kodwa ekugcineni kosuku kuzogcina kuvotwe ukuthi bathini ama-members of parliament, bazobe behambisana nalawo ma-recommendations noma bezobe bengahambisani nawo. Ila beka khona ukuthi uSikhosana ukuthi impela ad hoc committee izoqeda, kodwa kungenzeka kungathathwa inqumo, futhi ngeke ulithembe iParliament ukuthi lingayenza into elungile ngoba selake lakwenza ngaphambilini. Wathi uformer Chief Justice uNgcobo esekubekile ukuthi hayi likhona icala la kwiPhalaphala, akutholakala private prosecution ikwazi ukumprosecutor icala lakhe lingene enkantolo. Ama-members of parliament amvikela lapho i-DA yavota khona ne-ANC, njengoba esho namanje athi amanamba ayakhawunti eParliament, amanamba ayakhawunti. Uthi yena uyabona unqena ukusho ukuthi bakhona nje ku-ad hoc committee, kodwa akayethembi yena. Unqena ukusho uthi into emjabulisayo ukuthi ama-docket abuyele and umsebenzi sowuqalile yenziwe, ngoba le nkinga uma nje lento kuzothiwa upresident uyena ofuneka athathe isinqumo, akhona esisodwa isinqumo azosithatha uba nangaphambilini akaze asithathe isinqumo. Sikhulumile-ke kakhulu-ke ngendaba yezondo commission ley'nsuku ezedlule. Samcaphuna uZondo esho ekhuluma nangama-minister kuma-recommendations wakhe abhala ngawo, kodwa kupresident azange athathe isinqumo. Kulabo bantu labo sibala uMinister uKhumbuzo Tshaveni, sibala uZizikodwa, sibala uMahlobo, sibala uGwede Mantashe. kunama-recommendations ayiwabhalile uZondo aphuma kweZondo Commission, kodwa akazange athathe iy'nyathelo. Kuphela iminyaka engazange enze lutho president. Yingakho ubone ngathi bathi uMkhwanazi akeze ku-ad hoc committee qala, ngoba it's not binding noma yini ezotholakala kuMadlanga Commission. Futhi kakhulukazi njengoba udaba lwakhona lithinta uMinister uSenzo Mchunu. uSenzo Mchunu umngani kaRamaphosa, noma ngithi uyiskimi, noma ngithi kwi-faction kaRamaphosa. Yingakho engamxoshanga, ngoba uyena wayekhankasela uRamaphosa. Futhi okwesibili, iPhala report eyenziwa i-IPID uyena wayisila, wayenza ukuthi be-classified uMchunu. So uRamaphosa afuna enze noma yini ukumvikela. Bengithi angikulethele lezi ndaba ngikutshele nami ukubona kwami ukuthi hhayi, ngokubona kwami uMkhwanazi hhayi ngoba ebhizi ne-commission, hhayi ngoba isikhathi engenaso, kodwa waye iphalamende langenza lutho. Mina ngokucabanga kwami uMkhwanazi is lost hope kwiphalamende, ukuthi ayikho into angayenza ngoba u-account ephalamende. So yingakho ebona ukuthi akaqale nge-commission agcine ephalamende. Cela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho. Ungasipota ngokujoyina i-membership yale channel, qala ku-R40 ngenyanga kuya phezulu. Ungasipota futhi ngokusidonatela noma ngamalini, ikhona i-account kwi-comment ephiniwe. Ungakhohlwa ukusubscribe, ushare, ulike. Mina nawe sidibane kwividiyo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga.